Alright then, so I have no actual idea why the previous one just automatically ended. Like, I genuinely have no idea why that happened. I was just copying some stuff over, basically just linking it in my Discord channel, and then I check OBS to make sure everything's working, and it's like, wait, what the hell? It already ended. Technology sometimes. Anyway, hi Monogatagaro, hi Jaffinator. I hope you two are doing alright today. Anyway. So I actually haven't touched this file since I last played it, as you can see by the MP bars not even being refilled. And I was going to try to grind earlier, but I didn't really have enough time. Because I was getting some stuff done on my other okay, I can't heal here. Let's get some stuff done on my other projects, such as the Yoko Hiromine video. But I digress. Oh, I'm glad you're doing fine. I'm doing well as well. That makes sense. Yeah, I'm doing good as well. Think I found the worst SMT player in history. Man lost to Demi-Fiend on safety. What? How do you lose to Demi-Fiend on safety? He should only be doing like maybe mid to high double digits, maybe low triples. And that's assuming you're below level 90 and have put nothing in vitality. That's not even sad, that's just pitiful. Who is it, Keaton? I remember he said something like that. I'd link you the video, but you'd lose brain cells. Oh goodness. And yeah, I figured it wouldn't be Keaton, it's probably just a joke. Also, I swear, Lilith's Japanese voice actress, freaking legend. I honestly wish she did the English voice too, but I digress. Let's get this bad boy on the road. But I was about to say her voice is great. Yeah, in my opinion, the Kadishtu, all of their Japanese voices are much more of a better fit for their characters. Agrat doesn't sound too similar. I love Aishit's Japanese, but doesn't sound too similar. Sounds very similar. I love Aishit's Japanese voice. Nama's sounds a lot less malicious and a lot more pleasant, fitting for a demon of pleasure. And Lilith just sounds awesome. Just blatantly sounds awesome. Wait a week to go wild. For someone who gets a whole intro card and everything, she does not last very long in the SMT story. No, see, I think they... Oh. I think they did a pretty good job at casting everybody in the Japanese version. I have a few exceptions, like I do prefer Law Mu and Dagda's English voice actors. Like, they're just a lot better, in my opinion, especially Law Mu's Crash Out. Like, I hate those two. I felt really bad for Sohori. I love Mako Godari. And sadly, they don't get to come up into this version. At least, not on screen. I'm on the English side. Tal is the only one who sounds off. Yeah, it's like all the other characters sound like they're acting. Tal sounds like she's practicing her lines. Also, Dazai's Japanese voice sounds really good too. Yuzuru kind of sounds the way he looks. Not really sure how to describe it, but I do like it. Oh yeah, Yoko's English voice I do prefer too. In Japanese, I don't know, her kind of high-pitched soft voice seems more like a, what's the term I'm looking for? A red herring, as opposed to actually giving you a little hint as to who she is. Usually sounds like Arrow. Killing Goff is a legend, yes.
突然だが、このクラスに転校生が来ることになった。広峰陽子さんだ。
あなたに協力しろという指示ですぐ転入することになったの。
I don't know. I just think the deeper voice in the the English version suits her better.
こちらこそあなたと青髪には期待しているわ。
Also, Tao's voice sounds very similar, but obviously the Japanese actress sounds like she was trying to act. Can't think if I'm at the guys over here. Right past Tao.
あのさ、ちょっと相談したいことがあるんだけど。ありがとう。でも
I like all the JP voices. Again, I already made my point, but yeah, for the most part, all the JP voices are a hit. There are some misses, but it's only some.
なんだい。ところで、
Honestly, swap Tao and Yoko's Japanese VAs would be a better fit. Honestly, somehow I don't see that. I wouldn't call it worse, but I don't think it matched both of them either. Wonder how Panagio Yoko sounds with the girly voice. Hello, one, hello, Bamboo, and two, Panagio Yoko in Japanese sounds a lot less distorted than in English. In English, it's basically a different voice tone in general. In Japanese, it doesn't sound too different.
五木島先輩ですか?
Did we skip Miyazu's quest cutscene? Yeah, oh, I wish I did. I would be like, hey guys, I discovered new speedrun technique, but nah, sadly.
エジプト神話にはそんな神様がいるんですね。
Alright, now I'm not sure how long it's gonna take me to get through Shinagawa, because I know I'm gonna have to grind a little bit. But I do want to at least try to get out of there before I start SMT4. And trust me, I am holding back when I say I want to play SMT4. Like, I had so much fun grinding, and I can't believe I finally get to say that.
Yeah. お互い昨日は大変だったね。
Yeah, user sounds pretty good in Japanese.
あの後、太宰
How does deep expansion affect bosses? Oh, it does. Not every boss gets affected, but so a lot of the bosses, or every boss I should say, pretty much has a glow up in either their party, their abilities, or both. And in some cases, the fights are scaled so high that you straight up have to use the overpowered demon expansion demons to level the playing field, or you could call it a challenge run. Like, I know Lucifer in particular is a literal nightmare, or true Lucifer specifically, because his second form gets new skills, and his third form gets buffed skills. It's kind of insane. And every now and then I do try to make an attempt to actually beat him off camera for one of my challenge runs. But one attempt, I actually threw the fight because I chose to attack him instead of destroying the Morning Star. And then another one, scratch that, the other 5 attempts, I just died to ailment spam. It's gotten me to the point where I've had to replace one of my moves with Maypatra, and I still wind up in the same problem. I just went to you. Straight 3 Lucifer get pierced versions of elemental skills? Yes and no. Yes, because Hailstorm of God and Lightning of God now pierces. Lightning of God also gives you a -1 to all stats, like a debilitate effect. Inferno of God does not pierce, but it hits one target for heavy damage, then deals up to 5 extra attacks to random targets. And then, Tornado of God can inflict any ailment in the game that is not Mother's Shroud. They don't pierce, but not blocking them is a bad idea.
Oh, 鋭いね。
Yo, made it. Hello, Double J. How are you doing?
沙織ね。前は彼女。だけど去年、それからだ。元部員の子たちが沙織の沙織。
So yeah, Trucifer is a bit of a nightmare.
を止められるかな。
It's like I'm debating on probably just beating him on a lower difficulty, then collecting all the incenses again, or all the Mimon again, buffing up the demons I want to use against him, and then trying to fight again with higher stats. Because by the looks of it, I'm either gonna have to get lucky or cheat. And before I cheat, I want to at least try again to see if it's legitimate in general.
広峰さん。
ごめんなさい。盗み聞きするつもりはなかったんだけ
I'm
ど。
going to play Revival. What game is that? I've never heard
いい
of
の
it.
こちらこそ気づかなくて。
Okay, the normal fight's coming up. Wait. Let me see. Not exactly the greatest team to go fight Nama. And I only have 5 sodas. But Apsaris does null charm, so that can work. And what are these stats that I'm using? Do I not have her? I don't have her essence, I don't believe this. And I can't wait, how many gossiples do I have? 3? Okay. Alright, time to play the lottery. Roll it a couple times, but I don't get her essence, then I'll just use someone who doesn't die instantly to dark. Hey, first try, that's what I like to see. Oh yeah, Sophia's voice, in my opinion, sounds a lot better in Japanese. Okay, let me see how much. 260, okay, but I think I'm gonna wait a little bit on that. Actually, no, I'll get this one. And yeah, I'll get both of these because I know I'm gonna be fused like a bunch anyway. Sophia sounds heavenly in JP. Almost like she is some form of deity. Kind of great. Okay, here we go. Now I'm gonna fight. How bad is this gonna be?
Hajimero.
人造魔人のデータを照明。設計段階にはないデータを解析します。データ解析完了。目的のものと思われる痕跡を確認。
破損部位の修復も完了しました。青髪、再起動。
神の禁じたナホビのとなる力か。どこの誰がもたらした力か知れぬが、その技我らのために使ってもらうぞ、兄弟。
Koshimizu's voice also sounds really good in Japanese. And I'm not the only one who's made this comparison, but he straight up looks like a character from the Yakuza series. Time to go to school. They really went into the horror genre for a few moments with how he reaches his hand out of the pool like that. Lucifer looks okay. Looks like a decent fire ice demon with Tarunda plus Tarokaja. Tarunda plus and Tarokaja plus. What the heck are those? I know the DX2 skills, but what are they? Hello, good evening. Hello, Katsuki Kitsune. How are you doing today?
この程度では足りない。もっと魔がつ火を集めないと。
Was able to make a couple of new builds. One is Fang Huang and the other is Konsu Ra. Honestly, Konsu Ra does have some good traits about him, especially the fact that the player gets access to Heliopolis Dawn, unlike the vanilla version.
少年
And then, of course, you know, switching out with him grants you the concentrate effect. Doing this got the master, got to be eating Shaki on an expert.
これ以上好き勝手はさせない。
on impossible.
行こう少年
Please just be a Kijisuda is the daddy of cheeky voice acting. Alright, coming in all cooked with an. Honestly, I don't think she's a problem. I do damage, that's nice to see. Why did I bother then? Oh, this is starting off nice. Also, I see just Gaia tried to see normal Walker dog. It's Kaiba too, really. Jesus. Jesus. Just so we're all clear, this is all normal, and I think I might have to grind a bit. Wait a minute, does it? No, he doesn't. He doesn't know anything. No, that doesn't. You resist it. And this is a bloodbath, literally.
Go. Not.
Oh, joyous. Could have lived that if it didn't crit once. Okay, got it. Too low level, gotta bump him up a bit. So, that just happened. And hello, Keaton, how are you doing? Wait, why haven't I used that yet? Give him a few. Since he could do decent damage to Namo. And he has paw track. Everybody did not notice that. Who else would be a good use? Does he have any? He has a few of them. We're nomading to oblivion. Pretty much. Okay, I'll take it. Wait a minute. That means I can go grab Zionga. But first, I'm gonna grind some Magatsuhi so I can just go in and start dealing damage. Oh. Taki Midakata looks so bright. I know, I don't remember him looking that bright in the vanilla game. Alright, I should probably preface this really quick. So, I actually updated the Demon expansion. It got updated about a day ago, I believe. And it changed a few things. Nothing too major, but I know one of the things it changed was that it added Thor alternates. Basically just SMT1 Thor for all intents and purposes. Double Summoner Thor. Yeah, thank you. Okay, let's try this again. Get Zionga really quick, and then go back into the fight. I could get Shock, but no, it's too expensive. Wait, no, oh god dang it, I fused Zionga onto him. I don't think anybody else has access to it. No, okay. Shockbound's pretty good, but it only really works against one target until you get Thunder Rain. And sadly, there's two targets, one of them resisting physical magic. There's also Third Ultimate, I can't remember if it's an expansion or not. Yeah, no, he's in the expansion. Guy wants to talk. I'll be sure to do that if I fail this attempt. Alright, round two.
これ以上好き勝手はさせない。行こう、少年。
Oh boy, he might actually die this turn. And there we go, the literal biggest problem has been solved. This fight just became a simple rematch. Oh, I missed something. I feel like the teleporter would have been the coolest and also strangest thing to have on your desk. Oh, hey, I didn't realize you were to Age of Civilization automatics for the lamps. Bye-bye, doggo, yeah. You know, I might try, or I'll be on out. Yeah, he's actually pretty good, and I've never really cared to use him before. He's actually really good for the normal fight, because he, well, has physical proficiency and a skill that boosts physical proficiency based on allies. So basically, he just hits, what is that, 25% harder? Attacks double. Yeah, yeah, they do have a lamp version of the IMC. That's pretty cool. Nama, killed by basic attack. I wonder where I've heard that one before. That's how the fight should have went the first time, instead of me just running into it. Oh, shut camera. Oh yeah, Nua's voice sounds pretty good in Japanese as well, and Yakumo just sounds a lot better.
ナーマを退けたのは貴様か。余計なことをしてくれる。
Anyways. Yakumo legit sounded like he visited the Yakuza universe. My boy. Tomokazu Sugisha, the one and only. Suspicious schoolgirl walking out of demon school unharmed.
もしかしてここを助けに来たの？そう。なら急いだ方がいい。
Hello, Mr. Wolf King. How are you doing? What? Save, you fool. Alright, let's do this. Yoko, I'm not sus. No, you don't say. Current team, I'll show in a second. Wait, better off to wait for Bethel's reinforcements. We gotta save everybody. Sure, but a few angels down in our place wouldn't. You know what? Fine, I'll just follow you. This is the current party right here. Well, Yoko just joined, but basically replace her with Apsaris, and yeah, this is the current party. Though I do need to grind a bit to level everybody up. What difficulty is this on? Hello, Cyberblade X, and this is on normal. I wanted to actually play the game for fun instead of for business or a challenge, so normal mode playthrough. Since I've only played this game on normal, including this time, 3 times. Okay, that's done. And of those 3 times, One was the original SMT5, my first playthrough of it, and one was the randomizer. I know one of them knows. At least get this guy out of here. Oh yeah, he does not do damage. Would Yakumo win against Naoma? Considering their power difference, like if we're talking about based on the game, Yakumo would have annihilated both of them in one hit. We're talking with a fair power system, Yakumo would have probably had a chance, a good chance at that, since Naoma is weak to physical and Yakumo hits really hard physically. She probably would have not survived a fight with him. Glacia, on the other hand, well, Nua repels force. So all she'd have to do is just take all of Glacia's strongest force attacks. And yeah, even in a fair fight, they would probably get cooked by Nua and Yakumo. Let's see, Nocturne Small Part.
今沙織が悪魔に上の方に連れて行かれたみ私沙織を助けに行かないと
Meanwhile, nobody cares about the guy cowering in the corner.
ベテルの人たちはみんなそれに
そこは同感ね。
危険なのは分かってるもう後悔したくないから
どうする？私たちは彼が望む
ラフムの撃破と聖女同行によりその成功率は上昇する。
Still can't get the fact Yakumo randomized it to do.
決まりね。
I know. Wait a minute. No, Yakumo randomized it to Gabriel. And then, oh, you mean Nahobino Nua. Okay, I was about to I forgot about that. The Yakumo fight in Creation randomized it to Nahobino Nua. Nikki Yakumo. Well, they got recommended the Rido game. It's coming out soon. Yep, 1 week from today, I believe. If not today, then 1 week from tomorrow. Alright, let's do this. But that was fast. Wait, did Tao replace Yoke? Okay then. Give some. Did you pre-order? I had the game pre-ordered for like a month at this point.
顔色が悪い。
So I'm just waiting for it to say you can install this game now or preload it. I'm just waiting for that moment. Once I could do that, then the first thing I'm going to do is install it. I have the space. The game is probably not going to be that big. Oh, I got a pre-order on my local store. Yeah, I pre-ordered it on Steam.
それがしは早太郎ゆずる殿を援護する任務を受けた
来てくれたか彼はベテルの霊獣早太郎僕の仲間となって協力してくれることになった
Yeah, Hayataro doesn't sound too different in Japanese. Then again, it's probably due to the voice distortion being so heavy. Hayato's VA is also... Games UI legit when I see your Yoko and raise you a towel.
とにかく太宰も悪魔召喚プログラム
宮津ちゃんも無事だといいけれど
Speaking of the devil, I do need Tao for the next... No, one of the next fights. Isn't he weak to... No, Tao knows ice. But he doesn't. Recovering the Hayato was planned to be rideable in the overworld. Would have been amazing. Understatement of the century. Having your own personal Hayataro mount, or literally any of the other demons you could have been able to do that with. It only died in one hit, what do you know? But he resists that. I personally remember him as Pookie. He also voices the upcoming Godo the cat. Oh!
磯の神さん。いいえ。
ただ。そうだね。
磯の。
ひろみなさん。
わかった。
Chichikuma resists lightning. No, no he doesn't. Well, we can't find out actually because he's gone! And I know he resists lightning. I don't doubt he shows up with Goto plus you or something. Somehow Mononagal sounds more unhinged. Also, I thought it was hard scripted that she'd use her unique ability the first chance she got, but in the last few times I've done this fight, she has not done that. You gonna do English or Japanese when playing around? I'm probably gonna do English. Assuming I play the game twice, I'll do English first. Unhinged in a good way or a bad way? Is there a good way with Mononagal? If you're talking about the voice actor, then no, yeah, I like what they did. But if you're talking about the character, once you have Filipino, see Mononagal, who is from Filipino lore, they'd be really happy. Yeah, SMT5 probably has the most representation in terms of mythologies when it comes to demons. I don't think any of the other games come close, because most of their stuff either comes from Taoism, Shintoism, or Christianity. Will you be rescuing Shikiyoji? You know, the last time I rescued him was my very first run of the game. So, you know, yeah. I'll save him. Simply because I literally have never done it ever since the first run. Oh goodness, excuse me. I know he's downstairs. This one, however, I will be killing. So what's the deal with Absar's voice? Not sure, it just always sounds distorted. Oh shit! How odd, a human being weak to light magic. No, I do have Augie. Yoko, once again, like, that's sus! No, you must avoid a human weak to light? That doesn't happen in TDS. Yoko, explain yourself! Okay, yeah, no, we're good. Turn to the healing jack. I'm not sure if I prefer Japanese or English Jack Frost. They both sound very similar. Okay, come on, go down. I've noticed I'm pretty firmly law-lined across all my RPGs, not just SMT. Yeah, I know what SMT, it's like if I don't know what I'm doing, I'll usually just veer law-lined naturally. The only time I ever went Chaos intentionally was Nocturne, but I did not know that siding with Lucifer was the Chaos ending. I mean, it's the canon ending, but still. Are you Linda aligned or Bora aligned? That's a beautiful... Ouch. Honestly, not too sure which one I'd side with. What a loser Oni. Why can't he be like the other Oni who's helping the Halfus move into his cave? God, how dark it is in this building, my goodness. Update on SMT5 vanilla playthrough. Minato cleared, all abscesses, treasures, relic spots, and all demons collected. Just about to fight Nua. Oh, and quest. Oh, Nissan! I said, let's apologize for my stream breakout. Yeah, well, you pretty much fed me everything that I would need to believe something, and then... Ah, whatever, it's fine. Oh, there they are. It's gonna get late somehow. Hello, Blacklight, how are you doing? Not Giga Chad Odie. All these Odies are proof that not all demons are equal. I had to at least the woods. Hey, have any life souls for this guy? He's obviously dying over here. You know, I do. So take it. Oh, perfect. Oh, you're a lifesaver. Guess this nice guy is over on this side of things too, huh? Yeah, you don't get anything for helping them. You just get to avoid a fight. Though that fight is used twice. Since when I did the randomizer, the exact same fight showed up twice, so... Yeah, that's downside. Okay. So there's no real reason to fight them. This loser, however... He asks for life stone, you say no, and then he's like, oh, okay, come back when you want to help. But unlike those other two, where when you help them, they're like, thanks, man, later. But this guy is like, thanks, man, now you get to die. It's not like you'd ever play Shin Sakura Wars. Well, if that fake out was real, I actually would have because I had many questions and no answers. Nah, I don't really have much of a reason. Because that Odie was evil. Eh, probably. Yes, use fire on the fire trick, it'll be fine. Probably gets the satisfaction of helping a friendly demon. And in the world of video games, that's simply not gonna cut it. Actually, that costs too much. This guy took advantage of my kindness. So I had to take advantage of his greed. Okay, it was this direction. When I try to save it, it doesn't let me. The Bufu defeat animation is so smooth, I know, right? Music still slaps though. I love the new opening. Glad they stuck with their guns. Seems like the perfect moment to use a Mahama. You're on your way to beat everyone in the school section. Yep. Because it's not like you ever get to come back here again. There's more demons nearby. Let's see Jeff here. Yeah, we go, well, I would say we go around each other's streams, but he doesn't stream. He only does videos. But every now and then he shows up in one of my streams. Speaking of which, I hope you're doing alright, Jeff. I saw your update video. So yeah, this is the fight you get into if you decide not to help them. Or, scratch that, if you tell them, I have some, but not for you. Is he? Okay, he doesn't know it. So I told you to look at a kid. That's why, chat, you heard it first. You probably wouldn't have liked Metaphor Part 2. Yeah, I really haven't watched any Metaphor content in general. Like, I've already made my distaste for the game clear, and I don't really see a point in watching solo runs, low-level runs, harem runs. Or Regicide. I really don't care about that game, like, at all. I'd sooner play P3R than play that, and I've already made my distaste for that game's marketing, and specifically. Like, in terms of P3R, I don't hate the game. I already have an interest in Persona 3, but I don't see anything wrong with P3R in general. I just dislike the way it was marketed. So with 1, I haven't purchased it because I don't want to spend $100 on a game that should have just been $60 or $70. And then the other one is $70 I regret spending. Also, something I realized when I made that video talking about, this was a while ago, about why I don't like P3R, a lot of people assumed I didn't like Persona 3 Reload, the game. Even though I made it clear in the video that I'm not critiquing the game, I'm listing my issues with the game on a more external factor. Which, yes, I did include some stuff like the missing P3 portable content, but those are all minor things that can be fixed with mods, which they shouldn't need to be fixed with mods, of course. The main thing that got me was the marketing. And I know I'm not the only one who said Episode I is being sold separate and not part of the expansion pass is both a ripoff and a stupid idea. I just did some mindless grinding and it was not fun at all. That's basically me with Metaphor. Except I couldn't turn it down to safety because then I couldn't turn it back up to normal. Hard was bullcrap. Okay then. Hard was bullcrap. And easy, the enemies felt way too spongy. Yes, easy. The enemy still felt hard. Well, hard to kill. And that game was just boring to me. Like, I know people say that's got like a really good story and whatnot, but if I can't even play the game without falling asleep, then how the hell am I going to enjoy the story if I'm just holding the skip button all the time? First, always make sure to save the Shikioji. Please just make demonic souls see them happy. It's bad with the Super Boss metaphor, who's exclusive to new game, plus has more videos online of it being one shot rather than legitimate attempts. That is awful. It's like when you look up something like any of the Super Bosses from, if you look up the what was it? The Elizabeth Super Boss from P3R or any of the ones from SMT5, you'll see a one-shot strategy for pretty much all of them. But most of the videos are either hard, low level, solo, my first time doing it, stuff like that. It's like if you can one-shot a super boss, that's awesome. But if it's so easy that literally anybody could do it, then that's just not a super boss. It's just a boss that hits extremely hard or has way too much HP, aka what SMT fans like to call not a threat. P3R is a good game if you pirate it, mod it. Well, I mean, yeah, $100 discount, and you get the FMC content. It's a win-win. Just don't tell Atlas or your internet provider you're doing that. Girls struggling out here on metaphors normal difficulty. Meanwhile, I've beaten SMT5 on hard at least 6 times. Just so good job. Alright, man, cool. I think that meets the bad game, but the same is true of any other Scrolls game, so you tell me. I mean, true, but then again, those Elder Scrolls games don't usually package their stuff together. Plus, you could blame Oblivion for starting that. The horse armor bullcrap. At least Skyrim had the common decency to just have expansions that actually expanded the game. Yeah, also, because it's been bothering me for a while, I decided to start working on my Asheth and Agrad build video. I'm just gonna say, screw Gremlin, she sucks, screw Shisaw, he sucks, and I'm just gonna skip to do something a little more entertaining. Also, that stare down Yoko has, it looks like she's trying to find out how to impale Tao. Because everybody likes to talk about how great Agrad is, and while Agrad is most definitely one of the best magic attackers in the game, people just assume that Agrad can handle anything and don't even bother looking up Asheth. The amount of people I've seen who know nothing about Asheth's double crit multiplier, or the fact that Voracious heals 250 HP with a 450 base power if the target has an ailment. Basically, people will give you a whole list of things about Agrad, like a whole paragraph essay about everything with her. But then when you say something like, what are Asheth's proficiencies? Silence. Maybe shit. Well, yes, they're both the Kadishtu's attack dogs, Jeff. Agrad does all the physical damage. Did I just say that out loud? Asheth does all the physical damage. Agrad does all the magic damage. Combine them both, and you don't have an enemy anymore. Hell, Asheth herself knew this, as she told Agrad to bring herself down to help her finish off the main characters, which would have ended in an instant game over because you would have been critted to death by both of them. Okay, but I think you might be exaggerating a little. Just say you don't like the game. The difficulty's not about the game. You're right, it's the balancing in general. That game has people using Ma skills before you have access to single target Rakukaja. Hell, there's a common enemy in the game. In the first dungeon, that can use heat riser. Heat riser. That'd be like if Mermaid could cast luster candy in SMT5. If also Sahori, I would not hesitate eliminating my bullies. Well, you see, Sahori doesn't want to kill them. She's fighting against Law Mu's, what's the term I'm looking for? Law Mu's influence. Real Project RE Final Fantasy anyway. Reload? No, not in Reload. Not in Reload, no, Metaphor. I haven't played enough, I haven't seen enough of Reload to actually say that, and I don't think they actually have balancing that awful, at least against the player. But yeah, I know, they're straight up an enemy in Metaphor. A trash mob that could just cast Heat Riser, which is stupid. And then also the fact that Metaphor's hard mode, the one adding a press turn per enemy sounds like a decent balancing mix compared to just boosting the damage and decreasing your damage, except that it does both, which turns it into Nocturne level bullcrap. But instead of charging you 300% prices at stores, you instead have to deal with enemies that have double press turns. Is she so really bad in this game? Kind of. Because it's, unless you give him resist everything, you're not going to be able to trigger his innate, which even then doesn't trigger that often. And also, he's weak to charm, the last thing a support demon should ever be weak to. And he doesn't have enough attack power for magic or physical to make use of his proficiencies. Street thumbnail. Oh crap, how did I not notice that? Hello, Alistair Marston. How are you doing today? Culture kills schoolgirls exposed. Once you get Siegfried at level 54, the game is over. How? I know he has a tag move with Mithras. And in 5, Sigrid just drains physical, and then is weak to light, dark, and force. He's okay against physical-only demons. Like, I know he could shut down the Orochi absence, but how bad is he at P3? Or how overpowered is he at P3, I should say. Oh, so 10 minutes ago, just so to go have dinner. Alright, such a chill moment. Playable. And Lamu takes rejection like any normal guy would. Also, Lamu's crash out in English just sounds so much better. What if Sahori became a goddess? What alignment would she be? Probably chaos. Incel Lamu. Also, according to the randomizer, for this Lamu fight specifically, this cutscene will always play. This cutscene is hard-coded into this specific fight. It's not for this fight in the game, it's for this specific Lamu encounter. Which is kind of insane. Maturely informed. Oh cool, he muds the first person in the stalk, my favorite! What would use a foe like those and Oxidant would be. Oh, that's even funnier, game. Jesus, he hits hard. Recover turn 1, I like it. Please tell me I got my Alma Stone. Why would I? Current text consistent 2 Minato demons and 4 Shinagawas. Be pretty cool. I just realized he could have killed me right there. Double suffering with sus tentacle uniques. And the day was saved. Lamu was defeated early. And there was no need to go to Shinagawa.
タオが手を伸ばしてくれたから。友達だから当然だよ。
Such a wholesome moment. See, everybody, this is why Persona games truly are the greatest. Hey, Lilith, when did you get here? Seems Lamu had other plans. Oh, well, good riddance to an immature god. Oh, hi, Mark.
真実を知らぬ哀れな悪魔ラフムよ。汝の望んだ創世はならぬ。だが汝の知恵は世界の滅びに役立てよう。我はカディシュトゥのリリス。世界をあるべき姿に戻すもの。
So Lilith took back her role as the Kadishtu leader after Preda usurped her. Good on her, I guess. Oh, hi, Preda! I hate Lilith so much.
だがすぐに殺したのは失敗か。
MC scared. Yoko shocked that Lilith is actually this powerful. They really have to pan their feet up. You know they did. You've seen Doi's artwork. He's clearly got a thing for it. And so I felt bad for Tao in this scene. And Tao really died to a normal attack.
やらないといけないよね。
太宰、何か勘違いしてるようだな。
あつたくん。
Hello from the 20th. How are you doing today? Dazai will remember this.
今度こそ悪魔と戦ってみせる。 ヒーローにでもなったつもりか。ミヤザ、僕の妹はお前をかばって悪魔にさらわれたんだ。
落ち着いて初田君。太宰君だってそのことは分かってる。
ごめん。本当に俺のせいだと思う。
Looks like Stone. You just now noticed that?
協力させてほしいんだ。
Devils would command her stick to attack only because she's so damn lazy. I mean, technically, she doesn't even levitate. She just lets her snake do all the lifting. Mothman of West Virginia.
ここが魔界なの。赤くて不気味な廃墟のようね。
前に見た魔界とは違う。注意していこう。
僕は隼太郎と先に宮津を探しに行かせてもらおう。
No, but as someone who doesn't like Dazai, I was half tempted to see if he would solve the riddle of the Sphinx.
俺も探しに行くから。
Well, I mean, I've already showed exactly what happens when you fail the riddle. Result? The fight ends immediately.
少年連れなお生命樹
What does each area of the Netherworld represent? Personally, I don't know. I haven't delved that deep into the game.
私もさ、この辺りを探索しに来たとこなんだ。
いいか
I hope SCT6 will look as pretty as this game, but keep Doi from making it Tokusado. Be back to Cyberpunk. I don't mind the modern day stuff, but I do agree the Cyberpunk stuff from SMT 1 and 2 was pretty rad. Jesus Christ, okay. Three life stone chains, you say? Also, which demons from an R2 are you currently missing? Outside of the fusion exclusive ones, I think I'm just missing Zen and Eidvarus. Well, Recom's always nice. Sheesh. Does she have? No, she doesn't. She's not one of them. And while I am trying to collect every demon in the game via fusing or negotiation, it doesn't really matter when I collect them so long as I get them. Especially since one of them, well, scratch that, three of them are alignment locked. I need to get Law to get Maria, and Chaos to get Inanna, and Neutral to get Danu. And I need Danu to do the reset press turn shenanigans, and I need Maria and Inanna to get Maria alternate Tau respectively, and Inanna to get Armored Yoko.
いいえ。
ええ。ええ。
I think I'd be complacent with SMT4 aesthetic. I wouldn't. Like, for as much as I do like 2D games, SMT4 is just Well, it's a 3DS game, so it has an excuse. But I wouldn't accept something like that on a PC or a PlayStation 7. 3 enemies that are weak to light. Okay. And I can recruit all of them. But first... Actually, it might be best to run out the... Yeah, it'd actually be best to run out the moons. I think I might get a higher chance of recruiting them if I just let it go to new. I guess we'll see when it hits. Of course it doesn't hit 1. Okay, try talking, see what happens. Yes. Don't let them go. Let them go. You were food, you utter cloud. You just fell for the oldest trick of the book. Well, I guess you're dying then. Joke's on them, they should have ran. I just met the general vibe of the game. Aesthetics is the aesthetics of the world. Well, you gotta be specific. Like, on an aesthetic level, in your regards, yeah, no, the game looks nice. But on a graphics level, honestly, I kind of think SMT 1 and 2 look a lot better. And those games only had 2D graphics to work with. I think everybody should be registered now. The team is approaching. What will you do? Glare. Jesus, really? Perfect Venom Slash mode, but it somehow decided not to do that. Team is pretending to do it. What will you do? Do the same. Alright, I made up my mind. I'm gonna head home. These people. Let's see what's so good about Anya Bien. He's pretty good early game. He actually did help me during the Nama fight. Both of them, actually. I mean, there are better physical Gestalt demons. Kali. But for the small niche that he had, actually useful. No. Really? You hit the wrong person, but I'm not complaining. Jesus. You're playing. You beat by Floodkey. Okay. Say I do join you. What you got planned for me? Fusion. Decoration. Hell yeah, decoration. You gonna stuff me and mount me on the wall? Holy shit, you're a monster. I tried. Not 3DS graphics, but it puts SMT6 the same vibe as SMT4. Yeah, I can see that. Hey, what's with the innate skill? Physical Gestalt? Oh. Boost his attack, boost his physical power by, and not strength, not his strength, but the power of physical skills by 1% per, it increases it by 1% per positive proficiency and reduces it by 1% per negative proficiency, meaning too many negative proficiencies and he's garbage. And it does count as own, so that's a plus 36 if you have all plus 9. one last attempt and then I'm resorting to fusion. Shasa taxidermy? Pretty much. You be mine. Wait, you want me to become your crony? Really? Or a lover? Yes. You know, I've actually been looking for a boss to follow. If you're my boss, gotta give me what I want, right? Finally, something just happened. Let's just settle this with Maka. 2,200. Okay. Just stick a negotiation. Did you not see my SMT? Oh wait, you weren't here yet, Wolfkin. Yeah, no. Negotiation is not exactly my strong suit in SMT. RNGesus does not like me that much. Should probably give it that jack. Shaw's the address, I mean. Well, they either ran away or, you know, decided that living was no longer worth it. Of course, they willingly decided that. I didn't take that choice away from them. There's something a kid's strange journey this time. You're in space. I don't know, SMT in space doesn't seem to make sense unless they want to include constellations as demons or something. Which could be interesting or utterly horrifying. Let me just talk my way out of this one. And I can't talk my way out of this one. What a choice. Why am I not surprised? Well, Devil Survivor 2 is testimony to constellations and all that. Never played Devil Survivor 2. Should probably put that on my list somewhere. Yeah, being level 40 and 4A when I have not even beat Shasa yet. Blame me collecting demons. Well, dude, I've gotten enough heavy grimoires in SMT 4 to the point where I could have just probably leveled up to 99. But because I actually don't want to steamroll the game in 4 minutes, I kinda just haven't used them. Well, okay, I've used them, but only on demons. Yes, Apis. Still in the party. I haven't made enough use of him, though. He had like one use, and then I just kind of stopped using him. Speaking of the devil. Ah, yes, I could summon Loki, but sadly I'm not level 84. Also, okay, no, he doesn't learn charge. Wait, what demon? He learns charge. I could summon an Oni, but what would I need? Bicorn could make for a good get rid of. Hey, you know what? I never actually used Oni against Ace yet, so this will be a new one. And he has Taunt to make things even better. Who else could I get? Valorant could be good too, but I'd have to actually land poison on her. But she does learn Toxic Spray. Is he learned all of his skills yet? Yes, he has. I know there's a Jack Frost fight, so I do need fire users. I still have flamies. She'd be useless for the Jack Frost, but she'd be decent for most other fights. Yeah, I actually use Oni, Mononago, Kikihime for a chef. Yeah, I usually go with Black I usually go with Black Ooze instead of Oni. But no harm in trying something new. Yeah. Speaking to the devil, it doesn't like a summoner, but I can summon Vivian, who actually requires a Varavray. I'd get earlier Medea out of it, and earlier Hama on. Might actually be worth it. Ever used Sukune Kona? Yeah, I've used him in the original game. I haven't used him in the newer one. Kodama, Sudoma, Hellfist against a shit that might play through. I mean, that could probably melt her HP pretty quickly. Wait, since when was Sukuna a her? Ooh, nice. Oh man, I'm sure of skills. I see where you're going, Mermaid. I kinda appreciate it. I meant Layla, not Sukuna. Okay. But in that case, I want to at least get some use out of her. Very physical mons too much. Okay, I'll at least make progress up until where Asheth is, then I'll start grinding. Okay then. Never mind, we're gonna fight an Andros. Oh yeah, he's weak to electricity. Would any of the low-level demons from the expansion be considered for... I'm probably just gonna separate the series. Do one for the demon expansion stuff and do one for the vanilla stuff. As well as mentioning changes to normal demons from... or with the demon expansion. Are you kidding me? Joyous. And I have no purge stones, do I? Of course not. Alright, do or die, let's do this. And I probably would not have been able to do all that damage, let alone hit, if this was hard mode. That could have been real bad. You're telling me he could have just used Fangs of Vengeance and killed my whole party. Hama can insta-kill demons. I've seen it happen. But they have a resistance to instant death. What's in the type 3 essence again? Okay, that one has Zionga. Yeah, that's me. Yeah, they resist everything, but they're not immune to it, thankfully. If they were immune, that'd actually be kind of horrible. Oh, God damn, how do I get back up here again? Yes. Really? Listen, just got on the DX2. Well, good job, man. I hope you enjoy the game. I've already mentioned it like 1,000 times, but gotchas are too much of a risk for me, at least financially. Because yes, I am that kind of guy who will try to solve his problems with money when it comes to gotchas. Oh, feeling sky high, the moon makes me feel like I can do anything. And right now, all I want to do is pummel you. Oh, you fucking kidding me. Alright then, negotiations out of the question, I guess. Did you say that you're normally impulsive? No, I wouldn't. If I was, trust me, I would have way more money issues than simply just maybe I should buy this, maybe I shouldn't. I don't really just act on impulses. But it seems like that just gets waved away when I'm dealing with mobile games or games that have any form of gambling economy. I mean, hell, when I show you the progress that I made on SMT4, you'll understand that. Because that I actually had to force myself to stop playing. Too much chakra drops. Yeah, I feel lucky for having negotiation skills. Yeah, so, yeah, I'm stuck dealing with Poisima, really. Yeah. But I'll take that revival bead. Yeah, where's it only since I technically haven't fought one yet. Benefits of these games, gambling doesn't mean anything. No, but if you get hyper lucky or you just spend the right amount of money, yada yada yada, you know the rest. Okay, I'm tripping. I thought I heard the Magatsumi noise. donation got a test this morning. Well, thank you, Sean Ben, and good luck on your test, man. That's all I'm saying. Good luck on your test. Make sure you pass.
そうね助けな
ねえあんたそうなんだそれじゃやっちゃう人間の匂いがするよ
I'm pretty late on saying this. Monozako's voice. I like it, the Japanese one better. Sounds more peppy and less tsundere. Are you okay? Dude's hair is scratched up. It was this demon with a monster's face. She said what? Yada yada yada. Who cares? Your hairline's screwed up. Fix it. Looking like a goodness. Anyways, it's time for SMT to implement casinos again. Oh, that'll be the day. I imagine you can play an SMT game that has a casino. Oh, I got one. A Pokemon game that has a casino. Remember those? Shin Fortune was the last of the best. Okay, so first things first. Now that we solved that problem, what will you do? Remain calm. You're a brave one. Shall we talk? My bounty. I bet this is a trap. Oh, why do you think it'd be a trap? Because you're a girl. Because you're made of straw. Yeah, that's gender discrimination! No matter how much time passes, men always stay the same. I think she knows, right? What the hell was it? I didn't even know that was a dialogue option. Last attempt, see what happens. Here's something. Hello? Demon is speaking with someone. What will you do? Wait and observe. So this is the one who will complete me, you say? This is so embarrassing. Your stock? Oh wow, she just joined for free. Your stock is full. Get better negotiation, or so help me, I will Mudo you. Well, I just did. She would have joined me instantly had I had room. In that case, I said I'd use her, but I digress. We need wait a minute. How many to do this? I can get Barry off? He's weak to ice though, so that's not good for the current predicament. He'll be useful for something, I know that. No, the fact you boosted the dude's hairline. Well, he said he doesn't like his hair. And then he complained that Aisheth tried to literally rip it off of him. One space open, now I can go back and get her. Alright, round 2.5. Remember, you're the demon with the full stock. Do you have space? Oh, shit, the hit. It gets ripped off. I guess ripped off would be the wrong word. Diced into ribbons sounds. When did you show up? Okay then, I guess we're lowering the difficulty. I'm just gonna let this pass me up. Is that a Bunkitsui demon? I know I'm not hearing things this time. And yes, it is. Kinda odd. Kaya only has her Japanese voice in 5 vanilla, but Vengeance she gains in English VA. I think that's all of the Japanese demons, to my knowledge. I know Kikiri, Kushinada, and Amen Uzume had only Japanese voices, and Yoshitsune. But then they all gained English voices. Basically another confirmation that 5 was incomplete. I have an idea. Opens barbershop. Are you hurt? I had enough of this. I want to go home. The demon took me, yelled about giving me some sort of knowledge, but then this other demon with long nails appeared and ripped him to pieces. When she was done, she did ask me what part of myself I hated the most, but I was too scared to answer. She said she'd come back later. Oh no, she's coming back alright. Dude got to learn firsthand about a chef. And he should be lucky that he lived without a scratch.
Shonen.
Who voices Kaya in Vengeance? I know they're credited, or she's credited, but honestly, I don't, because I usually kind of just don't read the credits. Harpy wants to talk. Okay, time to frost some jacks. Imagine someone says they hate their flat ass, just she starts eating the... God damn it! Oh, that's what smoke balls are for. This is fairly close to Yoko's Lekar bad conversation. What, hello, Jacqui, and 2? Yes, yes it is. What am I doing? Oh boy, he's screwed. Hell, Frost. Jesus! When she ate that girl's eyes out, didn't she? Yeah, it's not even implied. She just, like, you see the blood on both her mouth and the ground. That, she literally ate that girl's eyes off. Which, my goodness, that's awful. And yeah, 302 damage. It was not only a critical hit, but they were poisoned. So, Venom Chaser did its job. No, yeah, this is check that out. I'll do the Dazai quest in a little bit. I'm gonna go get that on the ley line fault first.
新たな人間の生体反応を感知。
I'm sure as hell don't want to be behind Asheth when those eating organs go out of the... If you know what I mean. Informing gaming time soon. But we shall see. I have no support proficiency, so that spell would be way too expensive. Reduce the difficulty real quick. Are you kidding me? How'd he see me? Wait, did he just... Yes, he just clawed out of bounds. What the hell? How the hell did he even see me? Actually, I do have to fight them at some point. But no, again, he only knows the Hama spells. I wonder what would be Asheth's answer to what Dot needs. That's a great question, but we don't get enough screen time for her to get a full-on personality deep dive. Like, in my opinion, I think Nama gets way too much screen time. Well, scratch that. Enough screen time to formulate a personality. Asheth gets some, but not enough. Agrat and Lilith basically get the equivalent of none. Mike, he was bad. Asheth forms lobotomy. Agrat's a baddie for weird. A lot of people say that even though she's got bony limbs and, for all we know, a bone torso. The only reason her face looks the way it does is because we don't want another mother harlot. Oh, who am I kidding? There's probably someone who thinks Mother Harlot is the most attractive demon in the series. Are you getting Inugami? Not yet, no. Especially since I don't have space. Okay, here we go. Car's bad. Still don't doubt Naho being on Lilith was never a thing. Would have loved to see that as a parallel to the canon of creation fights. Well, what's this metal thing he's lying around? Cars, to be specific. Machines made to get around quickly. It's big stuff like this? Oh, so does this mean these vehicles move? That sounds fun. It could be possible to repair them if we knew how. Unfortunately, I have no interest in cars. Why not? Cars would be convenient, but the truth is, they cause the deaths of many people. Millions, even tens of millions have lost their lives, all for the sake of comfortable living. Thinking about that makes it hard to appreciate these things, doesn't it? Seems way worse than I thought. The losses are unavoidable. Are you really... never mind. Arguing will be a waste of time. I apologize. Ended up taking a while. Let's get moving. Cars, bad. That's what I do. I hate my IQ, Asian. Puts on glasses and starts teaching. The Tails gets trolled panel. Oh my god, that's Suzanne's cosplaying movie. That little talk was pure carnage. Well, here's actually a perfect place I can make use of Apis. Education with Asheth. Honestly, that sounds like a pretty sick show. They should have a teacher's outfit. Do these guys know light again? Oh no, they're weak to light. That's even better. I think Abe's moves got nice. Oh hell, I did not know they could spawn outside of that little zone. Okay then. You see, Apis is just a special kind of cow. Her nails are perfect with chalkboard. Prepare to cover your ears. Speaking of which, I just forgot something. First and second, where are you? Let's see. Wait, whoops, one thing. There we go. Got to put that up. Wait, no. Let me summon Layla while I have the chance. Or still have the chance, I should say. Did you say you're down bad for Asheth? No. Which angel? Oh, Principality specifically. Not for fusion, for fighting. I would not say I'm down bad for Asheth, because I literally don't thirst after her every 4 seconds. Let's see, where is she? 24, there she is. Might as well make some saves first. She's weak to elect and dark, but knows light. Meaning if I go with the Lilim, well, she knows light. But if I go with the Principality, then I can't even use her. So she would be pretty mixed with a Baphomet fight. Oh, let's make use of her, see what happens. Look, what's the worst that could happen? Also, Layla is an SMT4. I found that out when I was checking the fusion chart earlier. Though I didn't check to see if her resistances were the same or not. Did she get anything new or no? Also, looking at SMT4's artwork, I literally realized that they centered Parvati. Because Parvati is supposed to have transparent pants. Also, what was Kanako smoking when he thought that was a good idea? But I digress. About the Monica idea, how would you build her? I'd probably have her similar to Nuo with the severe force skills and Pierce. Honestly, I'd probably just say either screw Pierce and just go for all damage. There are demons that could grant impalers if you need it. And that's assuming Monica does not have support. Oh, you should have said something earlier. kind of wish the elementals had better skills to start with, but I get it. They're just there for making fusions a little more simple. Save. And I guess we could bully the Mononagals a little bit more. Also, I can't be the only one who thinks Layla looks supremely evil. Apis looks so comfy. Like, he just straight up looks like he's chilling, with not a worry in the world. Well, she rolled her insta-kill, I'll give her that. Yeah, that looks like a remaster Kid Consider. What a see Nandi in HD. How many times have you died so far in this playthrough? Twice. Both times to Nama, ironically. Well, one to Nama 1, and then the second one to Nama 2. I think best thing I could do is go to that Baphomet and start the quest, so I could just farm Megami.
かつての王たちの知恵はこれだがすでに想定外の存在がある。
Abdiel does not sound different at all in Japanese.
貴様はベテル日本支部に入った。だぜ。
This looks like you got away with tax fraud.
この辺りで生徒。
That's a T2 remake.
俺と同じ制服姿の人間を見ませんでしたか。
Demi-Nandi in DX2.
俺だから。
Still kind of hoping they do an SMT2 collab in DX2, since they gave us Law Hero and Chaos Hero, Hero and Heroine, and might possibly give us the superhuman variants of Law and Chaos Hero, which would be cool as hell. Yeah, sorry, this is disappointing, but I'm probably not gonna die to A-Chef. Okay, he's not actually weak to light. Nice to know. He's weak to ice. Got it. Okay, that was painful. I was playing TMS and they have a shop dedicated to Demi-Nandi burgers. Variant's only weak to ice. Should have reference to the use of SMT2. Oh wait, I remember that. Nandis, those bull things. The ones that got out and started killing all the indentured servants, we'll call them. Guess the whole crew's just fighting me today. Yeah, he has like no luck with insta kills. They're basically mass-produced demon meat. Hey, Tail's different? Yeah, I noticed it too. Seems like she has a similar power to I mean, we're gonna keep moving. like Layla Jackson. I feel like I keep pressing the buttons faster than the game can actually read. Only 8 more days till we get to see your 2 favorite demons, Tautai and Agathion of the Remaster. Like, I don't really care much for Agathion. I don't hate him or I don't like him. Tautai, on the other hand, I'm trying to become a member, but isn't letting me because my country's currency is worth less than Monopoly money, I think. I'll try again later on my PC. And hello, Darks FS. How are you doing? And I appreciate your considering to join the membership, but sheesh, really? Ugh. Well, the currency conversion. Wait, he's with the Force, isn't he? Yeah, I think he is. He's weak to force. Let's use electricity on him. What's your favorite demon in this mod? 1, hello, Ren, and hope you're doing well today. And 2, I've got a few of them. I know one of them is obviously Armored Tau. I also do like Izanami quite a bit. I make a lot of use of her. I do like Guan Yu as well. But I still don't know who's stronger, him or Masakado. Murmur was way too much fun. He should not have been that fun. Oh yeah, and Alice from SMT2. I really like her, the 3D design. It looks awesome. Oh yeah, they are weak, but that did like no damage. Cheat! He's just using... I don't know why I thought he had a second press turn. Or... Wait, yes, a second press turn. How many more demons are being added to D-Mod? That's a question I do not have an answer for. I know CC said that there's at least 100 slots left in the game's code, but I'm not sure how many more demons we're gonna get. He's probably gonna fill up all of them, or at least as many until the game stops working. Speak to user. Two lifestone chains and a chakra drop. Gonna make it into Sonic. Like a high rep from P5, and I still make it a Fred McCoom. It's gonna be a shame when I have to mop the floor with Hayato.
Yeah.
And Yuzuru gave me the secret to defeating A-Chef.
Huh.
Now that they're over and done with. So, here's something. Layla actually spawns up here. If you don't want to fuse her, she spawns right up near the warehouse, replacing some of the bugs. Maybe he'll add Sonic. Maybe he will. But then again, he removed the Persona character, so that there's a fairly low chance of that happening. But he hasn't removed Bayonetta or Dante, even though Dante technically did appear in an SMT game, and Bayonetta, well, DX2 counts as an SMT game. Alright, let's see how this is gonna work. Huh? Wanna talk? Doesn't sound like much fun. How about a quiz? Who is this demon? That's Andros. congratulations, but your stock is full. Oh, wait, I can teleport that. Jigglypuff from beneath. A Magetsu Layla. I guess we're going all in on this one. It's a Elec and Dark. Yoko has both. I have Elec. I don't think anyone else has access to Elec magic. That would be a capital no. Alright, next best option, just... excuse me, just hit him really hard. You got my fave! Remember, he did the Brahma model. True, but he hasn't done a Minotaur model yet. Also, Layla's got reach. And looks satanic as hell.
Get him!
This is yeah, no, she resists force. Greater effective crit, you say? Disaster averted. Twice, my goodness.
Get him!
Of course.
Get him!
How do you like being asleep? It's not so fun, is it? Thursday, Brahma, Ravana, Lucifer, Frost. Even if he runs out, he'll find a way. Blood's the only weak against fire. I thought they had a light weakness. Speak to that Baphomet. When did... I'm just gonna pretend that didn't happen. A Mimir. Inagami head he wants, Inagami heads he gets. Would have liked if your buddies could somehow react to the fact that you're just the school unicorn. That would be funny, but alas, the game wasn't designed with that kind of comedy in mind. Just bring in all the light magic for the fun of it. Wait, why am I putting two in when I have two angels? I would never do this mission. Well, sadly, I am. And I believe you have to do this mission to get a talisman, so if you don't do it, you're nerfing yourself for the future. Doesn't like weakness. Double insta kill, gotta love it. And I need one more. I still don't like the new version of Battle Dot. Hello, Fire Wrath, and I hope you're doing well. And yeah, Battle Dot is actually, I think it's called, no, Battle Vengeance is the Tsukuyomi theme. Yeah, Vengeance Battle Dot is inferior than regular Battle Dot. It took me a while to get used to it, and now that I've got used to it, it's just inferior. Yeah, I mean, it's still a pretty good song, but it's just... it doesn't hit as hard as the original somehow. And the only way to hear the original is to play the inferior canon of it. I almost said the wrong thing. Canon of Creation. Reclamation for Vengeance is the only thing. Yeah, that one's actually really good. Why is this Jack Frost here? Doesn't he resist light? No, he doesn't. I know there's one I messed up here. If I try to do that fight right now, just two of them. Back to the fusion chart it is. The new version is just 2 sub. Doesn't have the oomph for the original. Agreed. Ooh. Say less, I guess. I haven't checked the time. What are we at? 5 o'clock already? Are you kidding me? Spent that much time doing basically nothing. I do want to play SMT4 pretty badly. Maybe it's a good thing. Fine, I'll use... Can I not even jump on the rock? There we go. A +4 to strength and ribber. A skill I straight up never use. And still not gonna use. Yeah, but Vanilla likes the Kadishtu theme. Vanilla likes the Kadishtu theme, but it has bounce and rolls, so... And the Masakato theme. So I think it's just fine. What am I doing? I can just teleport back up there. It's 8:06 where I am. Sheesh. Yeah, I think you're like 3 hours ahead of me. It's 5 where I am. And I thought I could do this in 3 hours. Oh boy, was I giving myself too much credit. Okay then. I need to start grinding. First, gonna drop these off. And Vile Talisman. We're here on the East Coast. Oh, greatly increase the damage next attack. Oh, it's Payload Glory. It's 2 a.m. for me, my goodness. Okay, let me teleport back to the start. Run through as many of them as I can, but it looks like I should be able to just one-shot them with only the Nahovino. The guests are only backups in case he misses one. I don't care which ones it is, I'm looking for both Kushi and Aras. I never forget how Gogmagog slowly bobs and sways, bounce and roll. It's like the song was made for him, but somehow Prada got to use it as well. 9:15 p.m. There's a bunch of demons below me. Ooh! It's still kind of weird to me how Aramatamas give gossiples in this game, but it's the Saki Matamas that give gossiples in SMT4. Like, I remember someone told me that, and I'm glad they did, but it just feels weird, especially since it kind of makes sense why they changed it in SMT5. Because Sakis are gold, and money is gold. Or this gold is used as a currency to weigh money. But... or it's a way to value money. What the hell did I just say? But it's just... yeah, why did they use the gold Metama as the money one? Kushi... like, in both games, Niggy, the blue one, they give the app points glory. Oh boy, we're getting some experience for this one. And Kushis also only give the experience stuff. That's a lot of experience, holy hell. Fang Breaker, he says. Really, one of them didn't get replaced. Think of Ari. I know it's confirmed but playable in the remaster. Does that mean the other Matoma are? Oh, they better be. Because I know in Nocturne all of them were playable. Yeah, shouldn't play as them, but you could totally play them. Whether you buy them from Rag or fuse them yourself. Mark gets his own battle theme. If that's his music, the Kadishtu's music. Also thought that was interesting. Well, I mean, Mara sound... well, I mean... the Kadishtu sound like someone who's trying to manipulate you, and Mara sounds like a club. So, yeah, sure. Like Mara's music, if I went into a club and I heard that song playing, I would straight up not feel like it's out of place. Oh yeah, and when we switch to SMT4, I'm gonna be grinding first. I'm not gonna be grinding myself a bunch of levels, but I'm gonna be grinding a bunch of stuff because I kinda don't want to have no money in that game. And I kinda also like having app points. And also some gossiples wouldn't hurt. I still have a bunch of stuff I didn't spend for my earlier grind session, but that's whatever. So I'm thinking I'll boost myself up to 35 and then do some fusion. Okay, and I'm turning my brightness up. It is so dark down here. Not where I am, but in-game. Like, I keep forgetting how dark this game gets. Which, while I do like it in some cases because it allows me to see the glowing eyes on the characters a lot better, I dislike it in other cases because I can't see where I'm going. Probably one of the reasons why I personally dislike Arioke's Castle. Anyway, I should probably check that poll. What do we got here? So... Lilith has annihilated Angel. Goodness. Okay, guess we're siding with Lilith then. Thank you all for voting. I will be sure to turn up the difficulty before I do that. Also, it would be kind of funny if Sega just paid to get sponsorships from like Toyota, Honda, and Nissan, and you would just run around Dot, and you would just find like Camrys, Altimas, and Civics all over the place. I don't know why, that sounds hilarious. Since I'm here, I might as well do Dot's Ice Quest since I've gained some power. One kind of attacks infants, but as stated previously, not all demons. Her and Deepest Void to home theme feels appropriate for watching an approaching hurricane or tornado. It does, and it does, and I like how it's just essentially a tragic remix of Yoko's theme. Like, Yoko's theme is already slow and mysterious, and then Tahome's theme just kicks that to 11. But instead of being mysterious, it's foreboding. Okay, that doesn't go there. None of these dogs. Oops. None of these dogs got replaced. Also, if I leveled up that much without spending a single grimoire, I think that means I was under leveled. Just saying. Okay, so it looks like none of these dogs get replaced. Or maybe I just got really unlucky with the rolls. Jack-o'-lantern, alright, now I can get myself Agilao, which would be useless for the next couple of fights. Change the difficulty. Oh wait, no, I need to like demons. Yeah, like. She knows fire, so I'll just stick with light healing. Knuckle to Home is so perfectly tragic, feels like a perfect culmination of the themes of vengeance. It's a lot more cinematic, and I actually do like the Tahome fight more than the Mastema one. Not because Mastema does funny meme things and kills you, but because it just feels more appropriate. The Mastema fight feels like you made a mistake and he's there to show you. So I checked the wiki and we're possibly getting playable Matamas. Oh, I pray we do.
Thank you.
Do they have an underground reverb effect? Yeah, they do. Can you hear me? No. Of course you can. How else could you say no?
Shonen. では
Start asking questions. Just go with it.
Okay.
Why does it sound like that succubus just said okay? Also, yes, confirmation that Bugs and Zen are female. Feast is girls only. We're gonna have so much girl talk. It's gonna be so fun. Our host happens to be quite an adept cook. I'm sure she's putting her cutlery skills to use as we speak. Wait, how'd you know I stole money out of your pocket earlier? Oh, I guess that's what they call karma, huh? Too went to sleep and never woke up. Like I say, I have to interact with everything first. Remember Nocturne HD, the Bitabas are Swat, Kushi and R are Maka, Saki and Yigi are Grimoire. Oh my god.
少年
Alright then, time to hear a cursed teddy bear sound. Wait, what? Calm down, it's fine. Monozaki confirmed evil. I feel like I'm dying. Wait, Freddy Fazbear, is that you? Trash. Nah, it doesn't matter. He wandered into the netherworld and, well, you know the rest. The student perished. That's okay. 120 demons. Okay, that's not many. What's going on in there? She okay? Alright, let's do this. Dies in one turn? Yep. Also, I did see Naga. Only Raja Naga. Well, to be fair, Naga doesn't appear in every SMT game. Sometimes it's just Raja Naga, which is kind of weird, but I digress. Should have known better.
Thank you.
And then it gives me a Sega 3 console. Anyways. Teleport, speak to the Lilum, deal with the principalities, profit. Also, I just realized I don't have enough space for that Lilum, do I? Can I get more space, or did I not learn that yet? Wait, no, I should have. Yeah, there we go. That's what I could do in the fusion department. I said I was going to boost myself to 35, so I won't worry about it too much yet. There ain't good force. Well, I mean, there's Tengu if I really want to. His magic's a bit on the pathetic side, though. Or I could just cheat level myself up a bunch. For English does I over Japanese. I am the complete opposite. I think English sounds like a dorky loser, and Japanese at least sounds like he's got something going on. Okay then. And so they're weak to dark, so keep you for the immunities. So I could use you for the immunity. I don't think I have anyone else who has access to. Well, I could have someone. Let's see how bad that negotiation goes. And if it goes bad enough, then we'll fuse. And I went to the wrong one. Try a couple negotiations, see what happens. Alright, here we go. Demon Strongly, what do you do? Ignore them. You're so cold. Just what could you have hidden away in that icy heart of yours? Let me take a look. Why don't I read your palm and give me your hand? You give me your hand? You're going to give me a present? That's a lot of money. Well, that could have gone infinitely worse. Now, about that Magetsuhi one. Wait, doesn't she... Yeah, she learns Hama-on. I should probably let her learn that first. Naruto run, well, like that Hobito run. Oh! My current playthrough, I'm highly liking on elect users. I'm doing a no fusion run. I kind of forgot to grab elect users. Yeah, no fusion shouldn't be too difficult. You get spoiled for choice in this game, regardless of what canon you're playing on. I think the only electric user I have is Lil Lim. Well, Lil Lim is a pretty decent electric user, so you're not that far behind. Or should I say you're not that up the creek. The one who looks kind of like a human. Kind of like a human. They just want to go have a hot girl summer, but the angel's like, no horny. Is the impenetrable purity trait still accessible within the rules your girls only run? If so, does it still negate piercing effects with user guards while led to X Rakukaja? 1. Hello, Steam Power Dolphin. And 2. It is available only for the sole reason that you can recruit Artemis via her boss fight. If you couldn't do that, then you wouldn't be able to obtain the ability. Because there's not enough demons you can summon to reach 75% compendium completion to summon the mother goddess Maria. And yeah, I've tested, and I'm proud, and I know you weren't here, so I'll just re-say it. say it for you and anybody else who just joined. I'm probably just gonna beat Lucifer at a lower difficulty level, and then just recollect all of the Memon and crawl my way back up to fight true Lucifer with higher stats. Because either I make a mistake and die in spectacular fashion, or Lucifer just plays smart and keeps launching ailments at me until I throw the controller through my TV. Either way, I'm not having fun doing it, and that's literally the last hurdle I have to pass in order to officially say you could beat the game with only girls. Okay, so no light, no light. Tao, no, wait, I thought that was Tao. Whoops. She has Maraku Kaja. She could actually be a decent pick. And then I need someone to actually. He's weak to light. Never mind. Both of my melee users are weak to light. I should probably go fix that. Or I could just play dumb. You got the stitch of Lilam on you. Don't tell me. Oh, how deplorable. I should grab Mishigashi now that I'm there. Mishigashi is pretty decent. Especially if you actually want to try and crit with electric magic. It's not the highest chance in the world, but it's certainly something. I don't have any spyglasses, do I? Oh, well, time to test it. Nope. Should have given him another attacking option. Okay, yeah, I won't do enough damage. Holy hell. I am not going to do enough damage. I need to take some risk. My deal was that you could equip an essence that knows Lucifer's ailments while having Artemis be fully buffed guard tank. That would work, except he would do enough damage to kill her through guard. The strategy that I've tried using is to use Eat Done and just have her guard all of his attacks so she could prank him, heal the party, and debuff him, or keep him debuffed. Oh my goodness, okay. Of course she used Mahama, but at least it did insta-kill. She could either have null or ban, or it gets fire and force. That would require me replaying the game or grinding a bunch to resummon demons. And let me say I really do not have time to grind for a bunch of demons. This guy's even 28, okay. Do all the elements of God pierce in his blood, or does at least one of them not? Lightning and hailstorm pierce. Inferno and tornado do not. What am I doing? They're weak to dark magic. I just realized that. Take the risk. They still have 300 base power though, so they still hit like dumpster trucks. Really? when you think you're alone, and then Yoko jump scare. That gives me for my helmet anyway. This is probably my last turn before he unseals. Does Artemis still know ice electricity naturally? Do you remember that skills Artemis has? Artemis still knows ice and yeah, she still does. But let me say this. Her impenetrable purity doesn't mean anything when Lucifer could just deal 800 damage to her out of her 600 HP. Like, that's my issue. My issue isn't I don't know how to beat him. It's that he does so much damage that if I don't dodge, if I can't heal it off, he'll just destroy me. And then, of course, he'll summon the Morning Star at the best possible time so I can immediately die from it. Do you like cars? There's only one right answer. Principality has been dealt with. The Lilum look very happy. How much would the vinyl bomb do against Morningstar? It would only do like 2,000. It only do like maybe 2,000 damage. That's not a lot, and I don't have enough endurance or enduring souls to go around anymore. Like, if it was doing 14 or 15,000, or even 9,000, then that would be worth it. But if it's just $2,000, that's not enough. And even then, it'll still just wipe my whole party, on which I've had to replace one skill from everyone with Endure, just to have a chance. And even then, sometimes it goes wrong because, I don't know, they miss it and Lucifer just blows their HP away. Or maybe they get charmed, and then I tell them to heal, they don't heal, and Lucifer annihilates them, and they waste their enduring soul, and then, yeah, you know where I'm going with that. Can't believe you helped them, is that a problem? Demons are evil, angels are righteous. Man, if only I could just destroy the angels with my Jesus. I hate when I start talking like that. Yoko, you're kind of weird. Yeah, I know, I'm not used to having friends. Oh, well, okay. Lightning McQueen and Mater sob in the corner as Yoko and my base their movies. Okay, let's see what I have to work with in terms of Lilim. No, she doesn't learn Force Magic, but Resist Dark's gonna be kind of useless for the fight, but she does know Charm, but I kind of need her to know Poison, so that's not gonna work. See, there was one demon who knowed Poison. Got a couple of ideas. She has Zanba. Okay, now I got a few ideas. Morningstar is Almighty. I don't know if it pierces on top of that. Almighty doesn't pierce. It just doesn't get resisted. Plus, Morningstar has a base power of 1,000. And that's a vanilla game feature. Okay, let's see what I could fuse first. The last thing I do, and it's probably gonna be the easiest. Assuming she doesn't just rip Oni in half or something dumb like that. I could summon this guy. Nakamata doesn't have enough magic to make use of her skills. I don't have Mapatra, so Loa is useful as he would be. Or I could just I could summon both of these two, then just have Oni taunt. But one, of course I'd have to give it to the Lilum, go figure. This I could deal with, however. Today I learned that Succubus is perfect against Mara. Just give her Maypatra and you have the fight going. She will die if she's hit though, unless you level her up. It's like Succubus can solo the fight until she dies. No, it's for the Grimoires. I think she just needs 3 of them. Oh, I already have a little. No, I don't. I have the Vengeance Steelbook for Switch. It's mesmerizing to look at. I bet. Your stock is full. Okay. Fix that real quick. So, he's probably gonna make more use of Wind Breath, to be honest. Eh. Never used Karasu Tango before in this game, by the way. Puncture Punch is Pierce, but only Basilisk resist. Actually, so does Hayataro. I should keep Wind Breath. No sell Mazanima. Honestly, skills kind of suck. I just woke up. Never used Shin. And hello, unknown boy. How are you doing? From my coffin. Karasu's the upgraded Copa. Literally same resistance, same innate, different proficiencies. Yeah, I just straight up never used him originally. And that's a sin on my part, but yeah. Actually, could I fuse Heartbeat into anything? Short answer, yes. Means she's kind of outdated at this point anyway. I'm not using them. I'm not... guess I could use her. What is... that would actually be kind of useful, not gonna lie. Even though he's a bit lower level, I could work with that. So, let me just... There we go. Okay, wait, no, I saw it. Wait, does Oni have taunt? Yes, he does. Alright, I'll bump him up to 30 and see where that goes. Here's a simple build if it would be available. Access too much grinding. Figment, High Fizz, Zilla, Dragon Icy, Guard, Great Life, No Force. One problem, Lucifer resists physical. So Figment Slash literally doesn't do anything. And on top of that, I already have someone who can pierce with physical by default, Marisi, because her skill now pierces. So no amount of Tetrakarn Mirage Bait will kill her this time. Does the star resist physical? No, but it's not weak to it either. The star is weak to all magic minus light and dark. It does not care about physical. Medea, you say? Okay then, so let's see if I'm gonna do this right. Bump him up a few levels. You know, considering the way I'm looking at this, I might just kill her on sight. Literally. These demons are pretty powerful, and I think she's only level 35 at max. Wait, she doesn't use fire. She doesn't even have fire proficiency. Even though Karasu is literally an upgraded Copa, I have a level 46 Copa and 46 Howl Fist with reference over instances as my 4th squad. I need a 3rd voice user. I have so many Ice and Dark. Yeah, I mean, if you want, you could just make the Nahobino the Jack of all trades magic user. Alright, here we go. Moment of truth. Also, by the way, listen to Aishet's voice. It's absolutely amazing. Absolute peak. Marisi theme is a whole nother level though. That woman's noise with the jamming beats of the battle area. It's a cherry on top. It just, to put the joke, it just works. Which is that knowing his attacks for the critical period pretty tanky should shut him down when he uses elements. No, actually, it doesn't. I guess I could test it on lower difficulties to see if it works. If she could null his piercing attacks, which I'll have to try on a lower difficulty level, just so I don't pull my hair out, that could fix the problem. And if it doesn't, then he kills everyone. Keep in mind, he also has Megi Dolan, which is his weakest attack, actually. That was quick, coolio. Then I just got an idea. Oh, this is gonna be fun. Okay, nice to know that works. I just want to know how she resists Null's fire, but doesn't have any fire proficiency. Also, I never checked her level. 28, okay, I'm way over prepared for this. Odie said, "God, you." Damn, did Odie taste that bad? I've seen people use Taunt and Makarakarn on Artemis to reflect the Brimstone and Koikata stars. They both pierce, so that's only possible by activating Impenetrable Purity. Assuming he targets her, of course. You can barely hear Aisha when she uses her signature skill in English. Yeah, in Japanese, all of a sudden you can. Now she got SCT'd. Speaking of the devil. I don't think it's worth the risk. She might not do enough damage. Pierced her own armor. I'm adding attack know-how skill to demons in the late game. If this is still relevant in the late game, I've never made it that far in SMT4. So, I can't give you an opinion on that one. Hi, hello, Big Bear. How are you doing? In SMT4A, I still don't know.
お前たちの呪いは解けぬか。だが私は迷える者を救わねばならんのだ。
Get deleted. See? Her voice sounds a lot better in Japanese. Like, she doesn't sound like some evil woman. She sounds like an actual insane person.
ひどい。すぐに治療をしないと。
In my Chimera fight, she constantly ignored my taunt Ipodadera. Hayataro lied to me. I thought it was impossible to ignore taunt. I've heard that taunt is something like base 50% success rate plus a variable additional rate based on half the current HP max HP. Well, it should be guaranteed to work at max HP. A-Shift is creepy when she twitches. She casted Medea Rahan on her on our eyes. I could go to that one leyline fount first, but there's also a frost that needs to be defrosted. Will it even be war? It probably won't be. I have nobody who knows ice. At least I think I don't. Yeah, no, I got nobody who knows ice. I'll deal with that some other time. Let me just get to the next leyline fount. I'll save there, and then we'll switch over to SMT4. I think the English voices are pretty good, though there are some odd ones for me, like the Demi-Fiend's voice. Yeah, Demi-Fiend, I think, doesn't he reuses one of the NPC voices, I know that. I think he reuses the scientist NPC's voice, if I'm correct. I never really care too much because he doesn't actually say anything. Also, Nahabino voice in Japanese is so manly. I know, he sounds like a grown adult. Which is funny because all the characters minus Miyazu are supposed to be at least 18. And who knows, maybe Tao got held back a couple years and she's actually 20. Yeah, he's the guy who ensures the virtual battles. Prefer the English Nahabino voice. Yeah, well, once... Actually, I'm going to show that off before I go. If you have Murakumo, when you do with the Japanese voice, you'll understand why the Japanese voices sound better. Actually, I haven't fought this guy yet. Beta really took part of Algabi's voice in that fusion. Yeah, so now he's him. I'm not even gonna bother. No, I've seen that. I just think Casey fits better. Though speaking of Murakuma, why is it desynced in Vengeance? I have no idea, because the Japanese voice audio is perfectly lip-synced. The English one, like, he says it like when he's halfway done saying it. When the lips are halfway done moving, I mean. Okay, so get rid of Monozaku and get Agathion on site.
ねえねえ、今度ね、じゃあね
Hey, is that who I think it is? Yes, it is. Wait, if I could fuse him right now, I want to see him get roasted if I could fuse him right now. Though I don't think I can. That made Emotional really scary. A Devil Survivor 1 manga. She is so carnivorous against humans. Well, I mean, is it her official lore that she literally eats brain? She feasts on gray matter. And you're shocked or scared by it? I mean, okay, being scared by that is understandable. But you're shocked? Wait, I could summon the virtue? What is he even? Early Mahama on. And a light survivor. Okay then. You know, I didn't even notice him the first time. He just looks like he should have been in the game. Yeah, I forgot the Pokedex.
Shonen.
Did you hear Aisha's words give salvation by way of violence and harm? Well, yes, she is a violent and harmful creature. Expected less from such perfection. Anyway, recover and save. Also, funny note, people say Aisheth is the worst Kadishtu race demon, but people also recommend you fight her with resist physical. Now, I'm not gonna say go against that, that's smart, or just do what I did, taunt and Tetracard. But if she's so bad, why resist physical? You should be able to beat her with physical weakness. But I digress. That's going to be the end of SMT4. Yeah, the end of SMT4. Everybody was skipping it tonight. No, that's going to be the end of SMT5. I really underestimated how long I was going to take to get this stuff done, especially since I had the whole school section to do. Well, if it took me 3 hours to get up to halfway through, it should take me another 3 to get up to the other half. Anyway, that's going to be the end of SMT5. I will be now transitioning to Shin Megami Tensei 4. I am going to take a little break though, so I'm going to try to get the stream up as fast as I can, and then I'm going to do a stretch break and take a restroom break. Alright, and just in case, by sheer accident on my part, freaking loud cars. Just in case on pure accident on my part, I did not, for whatever reason, tell the stream to continue from here. I'll be linking the stream right now. That's the SMT4 stream. I'll try to get over there as fast as I can. Alright, I hope to see you guys there. And it was fun hanging out with you.